So which classic Volkswagen Beetle era do you prefer? Guys, the history of the Beetle is just incredible when it comes to this lovely, beloved car. From its early days in the 1940s to its revival in the modern era, the Beetle has gone through some amazing transformations. I don't know of any other car in history that has such a rich and diverse timeline. It's just incredible. So I've come up with 4 eras. I think these are the top 4 on my list of the most significant periods in Beetle history. If I missed an era, or you have a really cool perspective on a specific time that you want to share with the Volks here, this is not a set-in-stone list. Leave it in the comment section below, and if it's super interesting, hit me up. Maybe we'll have a show about your favorite Beetle era. I'd love to hear about your experiences, guys, and what you've seen and been through with classic Volkswagens from different time periods. So, without further ado, let's go. First up, we've got the original Beetle from the 1940s and 1950s. This is where it all began, folks. We're talking about the iconic shape that would define the Beetle for generations to come. These early models had that split rear window, which is just so distinctive. The engine was small, usually around 1100 cc or 1200 cc, but it was reliable and got the job done. What's incredible about this era is how the Beetle went from being a German people's car to a global phenomenon. By the 1950s, you were seeing these little bugs popping up all over the world. It's the era that really set the foundation for the Beetle's legendary status. One of the coolest things about these early Beetles is their simplicity. Everything was mechanical, no fancy electronics. You could fix most problems with basic tools and a bit of know-how. And let's not forget the semaphore turn signals on some models, those little arms that popped out of the B-pillar to signal a turn. Talk about character. Next up, we've got the 1960s Beetle, including the 1300 and 1500 models. This is when the Beetle really hit its stride in terms of popularity. The 1960s saw some significant improvements to the Beetle's design and performance. We got larger engines, better suspension, and more comfortable interiors. This is the era that many people think of when they picture a classic Beetle. It's the flower power era, the time of Herbie the Love Bug, and when the Beetle became a symbol of counterculture. The 1960s. Beetle is just packed with character and nostalgia, but it wasn't just about looks. The 1500 model, introduced in 1967, brought some serious improvements under the hood. More power, better heating, finally, and 12-volt electrical systems. And who can forget the iconic one-year features and straight headlights that came in '67? These changes made the Beetle more practical for everyday use, which is probably why sales really took off during this decade. Now let's talk about the 1970s and the introduction of the Super Beetle. This was a big deal, folks. The Super Beetle brought some major changes to the classic design. We got a new front suspension, larger trunk, a redesigned front end with a curved windshield in '73, and more interior space. The 1970s also saw the introduction of fuel injection in '75, which was a debatable game changer for performance and reliability. This era represents a time when the Beetle was evolving to keep up with modern car design while still maintaining its unique character. One of the coolest features of the Super Beetle was the McPherson strut front suspension. This was a huge upgrade from the old torsion bar system, giving the Bug better handling and a smoother ride. And let's not forget about the bigger trunk in the Super Beetle, practically cavernous compared to the original. But it wasn't all about the Super Beetle. The standard Beetle kept evolving too. The new IRS rear end, padded dash, upgraded electronics, and the introduction of the 1600 single and dual port engines made it appealing as well. Safety was becoming a bigger concern, and the Beetle was adapting. Last but not least, we've got the modern classic era from the 1980s to the 2000s. Now, this is a bit of a mixed bag. In many countries, the classic air-cooled Beetle continued to be produced well into the 1980s and even the 2000s in places like Mexico. But this era also saw the introduction of the new Beetle in 1997. It was a completely new car that paid homage to the classic Beetle design. It's a controversial topic among Beetle purists, but there's no denying the impact it had in bringing the Beetle name back into the spotlight. The cool thing about this era is the contrast between the old and the new. On one hand, you had the last of the air-cooled Beetles rolling off the line in Mexico in 2003, the end of an incredible 65-year production run. On the other hand, you had the new Beetle with its modern amenities and water-cooled front engine. The new Beetle brought the Beetle into the modern age with features like airbags, ABS, and even a flower vase on the dashboard. But it also kept some nods to the original, like the separate fenders and that iconic silhouette. For many younger fans, this is the Beetle they grew up with. It might not be air-cooled or rear-engined, but it introduced a whole new generation to the Beetle's unique charm. So there you have it, folks. 4 incredible eras in the history of the Volkswagen Beetle. Each one has its own unique characteristics, innovations, and cultural significance. From the simple, rugged post-war original to the tech-laden new Beetle, this car has seen it all. Thinking about these different eras really shows how the Beetle has been a part of so many different generations. It's been a people's car, a hippie icon, a reliable family vehicle, and a retro cool statement piece. Not many cars can claim that kind of diverse history. Now, I'm dying to know, which of these eras speaks to you? Are you a fan of the original split-window Beetles? Or maybe you're more into the flower power vibe of the 60s models? Perhaps you appreciate the practicality of the Super Beetle. Or do you have a soft spot for the modern interpretations? Maybe you're like me and find something to love in each era. The simplicity of the early models, the cultural impact of the 60s Beetles, the improved comfort of the Super Beetle, or the modern tech of the new Beetle, they all have their appeal. Whatever your preference, drop it in the comments below. And if you've got a Beetle from a specific era, share your story. I never get tired of hearing about the incredible journeys people have had with these amazing little cars from different time periods. That's all for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next week for more classic Volkswagen goodness. Keep those bugs buzzing.